Shalom, shalom. It's the brother Hadab, y'all, from the GMS Mobile, Alabama camp, coming at you with another lesson. But before I get started, I want to give all glory, praises, and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopefully elect that scattered abroad, preaching the truth and sincerity to you. We want to say shalom. All right. I seen this article on the Google website. All right, and it led me to this link called the street. But as you can see here, it say Walmart makes a first ever change to prevent crimes in superstore. All right, just say the superstore will reopen in 2024 and may look unrecognizable in an effort to prevent the rise of retail crimes. All right, it say what do stockbrokers in 1929, travel agents in 2020, and retail workers in 2023 all have in common? They are all in the wrong sector at the wrong time. They say there's no secret that it's been really tough to be a retailer in a post-pandemic world. Inventory shrink or a loss of goods due to shoplifting, fraud, and errors is at an industry-wide high. It's getting harder to hire and keep retail workers as low wages, demanding hours, difficult customers, and workplace violence make roles wholly unappealable. They say, and crime and violence are on the rise. All right, a recent retail workplace survey, all right, by Loss Prevention magazine indicates that 60% of retail workers saw some form of violence on the job over the past 12 months. Of all of the retailers hit by a rising tide of crime, Walmart may be hit the hardest. The largest retailer in America has locations within 10 miles of 90% of the population. It is a cheap and convenient place to shop, but that's also what's hindering it. They say theft is an issue, is higher than what it has historically been. We've got safety measures, security measures that we've put in place by store location. Walmart CEO Doug McMillon told CNBC in late 2022. I think law enforcement being staffed and being a good partner is part of that equation. And that's normally how we approach it. If that's not correct over time, prices will be higher and or stores will close. That premonition proved to be true. Just halfway through 2023, 22 Walmart stores had closed as of June. 4 of those stores were in Chicago alone. 8 were in Illinois. These stores lose tens of millions of dollars a year, and their annual losses nearly doubled in just the last 5 years. Walmart wrote in a press release following the Chicago closures, adding, "We have invested hundreds of millions of dollars in the city. It was hoped that these investments would help improve our store's performance. Unfortunately, these efforts have not materially improved the fundamental business challenges our stores are facing." It says some of those fundamental business challenges are violent and nonviolent crime in more populous or urban areas. It's also why 2 Atlanta-based Walmart locations closed after suspected arson permanently shuttered both the Howell Mill Road and Vine City locations. They say Walmart is now planning to reopen the Vine City location with a major upgrade. While the Howell Mill Road Walmart will remain permanently closed, Atlanta Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens said the former Vine City Supercenter will reopen with a pharmacy, grocery store, and police station to help combat crime and better serve the neighborhood. These previous supercenters did not have this feature. All right, and I thought all Walmart supercenters, had the grocery store and the pharmacy. All right. But this one right here is gonna have a police station. It say after talking with the Merchants Association on MLK and Clark University and other people in the neighborhood, folks were saying they want to see more police presence, Dickens said. When it reopens, the store will be a neighborhood market, which is typically one-fifth the size of a superstore. Officials believe an increased police presence will help to prevent in-store crime and make shoppers feel safer. The substation will provide a place for police to charge their phones and body cameras, as well as have meetings and file documents. Dickens added that he hopes the police station will help Walmart leadership feel confident in inventory shrinkage won't be as pervasive of an issue and hopefully prevent them from leaving, as was the case in Chicago. It say as for Walmart, it seems happy to stay in Atlanta so long as the situation remains viable. All right. And it says Walmart has a long history of supporting local law enforcement and we remain committed to helping them be successful in the communities we serve. Providing local police with a workplace inside stores isn't a new feature, and we see efforts like what's being considered for our future Vine City store as a way to better collaborate with law enforcement and support the community. Walmart told the street. All right, I think that's the end of the article. Yeah, that's the end of the article. All right, but you know, I wanted to do a lesson about this because it just don't, add up. All right, Walmart is adding a police substation inside an Atlanta store because of the crime of theft is at an all-time high, and the business is losing money. Okay, cool. But what doesn't add up is you can find many YouTube videos on this situation because apparently they've been discussing it for months. And they claim because of stolen items, the multi-million dollar business will have to raise prices and or close the stores, okay, which will aid in scarcity of food and supplies, all right, which is that famine. So I'm wondering, what the rising the rising of prices, prevent other than customers can't grocery shop and get the essentials they need and or more goods being stolen because of the prices increase, man. And on the other hand, inflation have kicked in to a minimum. All right, business owners are price gouging, as of now, the dollar is collapsing, man. All right, which inflation will fully be at an all time high, which will lead to the businesses permanently closing. So my guess is that they're still at it, man. All right, still trying to cause chaos in the streets on every level, no matter where they start. All right, but we all know that the cops and civilians bump heads. All right, Jake mainly. Okay, all it takes is for Karen to approach that police station and lie on Jake about shoplifting. All right, now you got the cops approaching Jake, and Jake get heated and start to raise his voice and fuss and cuss because he been lied on. Now they trying to calm Jake down, but at this point, Jake don't want to hear shit. You know. Now they trying to detain him, but he keeps resisting, and before you know it, Jake shot dead in Walmart over a one ply 4 pack of toilet tissue, man. All because Karen, you know, went and lied. Which could lead to the race riot that Esau is trying to cause. Okay, that the great chaos in the streets. All right, but this is Second Corinthians 2:11. It say, least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Come. And we all know that Walmart has a hand in FEMA, all right? and their huge buildings will be used for FEMA concentration camps. Videos have surfaced about the abandoned Walmart facilities, being fenced in with barbed wire attached to it, and set to the position of keeping some inside the gate. All right, like a person, even on the rooftops. All right, when you when you turn around the name Walmart, it spells Mart Law, as in martial law. And the article that I just read said that their store locations is within 10 miles of 90%, of the population area, man. All right, making it convenient for transportation when the militia starts closing off intersections and setting up checkpoints. But whenever you enter a Walmart, Supercenter mainly the grocery entrance, all right, and you look to the side where the gray or white doors are, it'd be like one or two, but behind one of those doors is Walmart surveillance room where the police sit and watch the cameras. Okay, the cops are already inside the store. Their police cruisers don't have special parking for nothing, for grocery shopping and things of that nature. So why put a whole police substation inside a Walmart if they already have a little private room in there, to carry out their business, man? All right. I seen them take and bring out, detain shoplifters, from their room. I seen the surveillance cameras, but it's all part of the NWO agenda, man. Because they're trying to explain, why these Walmarts is closing like this, man. Because out of the blue they just closing. Now they finally came up with a lie to tell you. This is Job 5:12. It say he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And this goes into Esau's new world order. All right. The Lord is not going to let the so-called white man get his, you know, one world government off the ground. The Lord is only going to let it get as far as the masses to receive the mark that is in Revelation chapter 13, which is the mark of the beast. Then immediately after, the Lord is coming with that great destruction for choosing Esau to be their master, man. Verse 13, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. Hey, Esau's plan will backfire viciously, man. The Lord only appointed him a certain time to rule, but not a long time. All right. Verse 14, they meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in the night. All right. They won't get a chance to see that NWO works completed, man. Verse 15, but he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. And we are the poor of this world. The Lord's hopeful elect, the 144,000 on down to the rest of the innumerable multitude, the one third. The Lord will deliver his people from the hands of the mighty, which is Esau, because the Lord gave him power to rule this earth, man. This is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. You know, Esau is that devil, man. He is the counterpart of the spiritual um you know of the spiritual Satan, man. All right, Esau is reaching, you know, and his little minions are helping him to come up with ways to cause the great chaos, instead of just saying fuck it, fuck making it look clean, continuing with gradualism, you know, but give us some ideas, But hey, through the spirit is looking real attacking. All right, so make it make sense, man. This is Second Esdras 15:14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Okay, this is the time of Jacob's trouble that we forever warn you people about before it comes. And that sword is anything that can be used to kill you with, even like, you know, starvation of food, man. No food, you die. That's a sword, man. And the Lord is bringing these things upon this place, man. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their king nor prince, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And it's countless, footage of where a group of people into a certain business and begin to start stealing items. All right, no one tries to stop them, which causes me to believe that these criminals are paid off to influence others. You know, like that killing of that Jake that happened up north. I forgot where it was up north, but where they had the undercover cop being exposed on the camera phone for burning down that auto zone. You know, hey, this whole pandemic is a pandemic, and now they talking about mandating the mask again, supposedly because of the C-19 is ramping up again, which behind which behind the scenes is another opportunity for you civilians to have your way again, man, to go on a second shoplifting spree, to get what you ain't get the first time. All right. Second Edge 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, which is food, all right, in this precept, and for great tribulation, all right, which is hell, man, destruction, chaos, all right, catastrophes, all right. And Esau performed many studies of how long it takes for a person to lose their mind for not having food, lights, and or water. So continuing thinking that everyone is performing, scare tactics, man, and that everything is a conspiracy, man. We have proof, and we're providing you with proof, man. So Lord willing, this was edifying to you. I want to say shalom.